Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Spore with me, TheDragoclaw. So here you can see our cell, looks more familiar from the top-down view. And now we're in the basic creature creator. It gets a lot more detailed than this, but this is the basic one just before we go onto land. So let's just strip down our creature and start from scratch. So what kind of creature shall we make? We can make like a slug. Yeah, with a really long neck. I've never made a slug before. Generally I like to make a small creature to start off with. Because if I make a big one it doesn't give you much room for evolution. So I think I'll keep with my usual practice and make a small blobby little creature with a stumpy neck maybe. Two tiny little legs. Fairly mobile. But I think we could easily outrun it. The proboscis. Sorry for breathing in the mic there. But a nice proboscis would be good. And I think stalk eyes. Yeah, I like the stalk eyes. And you don't really get eyes and aesthetics very much in the overworld. So it's nice to start off with a good pair of eyes that you like in case you never get them again. So let's put a few things on here that look like wings. Maybe they'll evolve into wings, who knows? Maybe they'll evolve into hands. Only time will tell. And maybe if we have a spike, little horn, and we'll make it a little one. And we'll also have these spit. I like to be able to spit. It's always a good thing to be able to do. I never really know where to place them though. Near the mouth? I don't know. Yeah, that'll do. I could put some of the other stuff on here, like a jet. Should make it be able to sprint, which is not a bad idea. Or like a electric thing, which now has the ability to charm, which is like the social aspect. So basically, you in creature mode you have the social aspects and combat activities. So you have like bite, charge, spit, and another one called strike. They're all for doing damage and killing other creatures, which we will be doing. Then you have sing, charm, dance, and pose, all for social. And you can like do sort of rituals with other animals you come to meet, so you can like dance for them, and you can gain a social relationship. I'll show you both of these once we get into the world above us. We do still have some of our DNA budget left, and our complexity meter is not very full, so we might as well stock up on a few things. Being able to sprint is nice, so we'll give him a nice bottom. How big can I make it? I can make this huge. Yeah, that could be fun. Maybe if I give it a little bit of a tail. Haha. The perfect creature. Make it look a bit more like it has a better center of gravity. Okay, let's go to the paint screen, and as you can see it's a lot more complex. Here you can have a few preset designs. Some of them aren't bad, but unless you're making a cow or some sort of reptile, I'm not sure about them. instead I like to make my own. So you have like 12, about 36 different styles. You can choose any colour, and if you click and hold you can get a whole palette up. So what kind of creature am I going to make? A scaly creature? A skin-like creature? A furry creature? I don't know, but looking at this I would say it's quite scaly. So if we get some appropriate scales, red scales maybe, or maybe purple, because why not? Yeah, they look kind of good. Let's go on to the coat, which is at the moment a brownish stripe. I'm okay with that. I want to go into the detail here because I want that purple to be a bit more vivid. So I'm going to make him look like a car. No, we can't have that. We're going to give it a similar colour, just to make it stand out a little bit. And we'll go back to the coat for a second while I just change the colour on the existing pattern. A bit brighter. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the look of this guy. But the detail needs to be slightly different. Maybe like that. A bit bluer everywhere. No. Scales, that's what we need. Lighter blue scales. Well, maybe not. Yeah, this is a part of the game where I'm really picky and I take a while. So I might edit a lot of this out. Maybe not from this one, but from future ones. Yeah, I guess that'll do. And we have to give it a name. It's no longer a three-eyed bacterium. It will be... let's random generate... your Hogan. Your Hogan Devil. Let's give it a description. I think every one of my evolutions should have a description. Kind of like a Pokédex. Let's see. Brightly coloured. Oh. A. Brightly coloured creature. It likes to catch rain in its pot on its tail. On its tail pot. There we go. And let's save and exit. You can see all my little guys going up to their nest. I spared you a loading screen. Don't worry about it. Also, I accidentally started a new file, so it might be a bit of a chopped up episode. Okay, it is the beginning of a new day, and for you, a whole new, strange and wonderful world. Air fills your lungs as you stretch into your new limbs, your limbs and your new home, dry land. The race to evolve has begun. So look at all our little creatures, and our star, which we're quite close to, apparently. Gas giant off in the distance. And yes, this solar system we see is the one we'll be transferred into when we go into space, so it's a game of fantastic scale. Almost unrivaled. Even Sindivisolar Empire doesn't have this great a scale. So let's take a little look around. Here we have a dead species. I'm going to eat his corpse. Oh, there's some fruit there. I can eat that because I'm a omnivore. Okay, let's take a look at this pile of bones. Pile of bones gives you like parts you can scavenge. Usually the best way to find them. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, and so here we have another species, which we can either kill or befriend. I am going to befriend because I think that gives us more points. And I want to be better equipped before I start attacking people. So, the most basic social interactions are very, very basic. It's just keep pressing sing until you win. But the aspect is to sort of match what the opponent does with a similar or greater level. See, it says sing level 1. We both have level 1 mouths, so we'll both be singing at level 1. I don't know what that was either. I've never played with one of these on the back of my tail before, especially not one so large. And keep singing. You can see the gauge filling. You can bypass each little point and you can exceed it and not meet it. It all depends on whether you accurately copied the enemy and whether you, or not enemy, other creature, because you're trying to befriend them, they're not your enemy. And what level you are. So now I have a few points. I think I might... Oh, I'll go and befriend one more creature, then I'll start mating and going into the real creature creator. Okay, I haven't got the total time we've been going on, but I think we're around 12 minutes. That should leave me with enough time. Okay, so I impressed one. I'm going to impress the alpha, and when I do, I get a piece or a part. You can also press the corresponding button on your keyboard. I prefer to point and click. Ah, so we got an eye. That's quite a nice eye, I might use it. As I said, eyes are hard to come across. Okay, and that fortunately put us over the top, so I'll show you the progress bar in a minute. We've got an increased brain size, so we are slightly more intelligent than a bacterium. Brain power. You've grown a little smarter and taken your first steps towards sentience. You have earned the ability to entice an ally to join your pack and to help you on your adventure. Are you giving that creature a piggyback ride? You guys are awesome. Oh, okay. Let's go back to our nest here. And I think... Who is it that shall mate with me? No one, okay. Do a mating call. And find the one with the love hearts and do your mating dance. Show off that tail. One looks excited. Oh, the more I look at that, the more phallic it looks. I might have to change that. Okay, so this is the real creature creator, where we have like all these different options. We've got the heads, the eyes and senses, the arms, the hands, the feet, the weapons, and the details. So what Spore likes to do is it very intelligently. You can see that there's like different rows here. If I would say put this head on, all the stuff that I get is going to be biased towards me getting the rest of this tree. So the parts you most use are the ones you're most likely to get more of, which I find incredibly useful. Because if I was like using this foot, I wouldn't want to get something like this that increases my charge and sprint when all I want is jump and dance. So I'm going to make a few adjustments here. First of all, I'm going to take off these eyes. Actually, no, I might not. I'm going to move them back a bit. Take that horn off. Take the proboscis off. Take those off. And get a real head. Now, I don't like this one in particular, but I like the ones that you get later on, so I'm going to go with this head. Zoom in a bit. Yeah. The things you can do in Spore, it's incredible. If I just do a mating call. Okay, maybe extend that out a little bit, not that much. About there, move it down a bit. Maybe I will get rid of these eyes. And I'll get the lizard eyes. Yeah. This is a grumpy person. A grumpy species. And here we have the one of the expansion packs. The cute and creepy and cute. Oh no, it was just the exoskeleton free expansion. I don't think I have creepy and cute. I don't know anymore. The only one I know I definitely have is Galactic Adventures, which we'll come on to later in the LP. But you can see these give like a bony effect, like skeletons, which I might use later, but right now my creature is more furry and cuddly than anything else. So I'm going to give him some hands, because why not? Let's move his stuff back a bit. I don't think I'm going to give this creature wings. It doesn't seem like... I don't think I want to create a winged creature anymore. It used to be quite good, but now I'm just quite happy with creatures that are firmly on the ground. Now, I like the look of this one. Even though it doesn't really do too much for my stats in terms of aggressiveness, but I still like it. And we can make up for that elsewhere, such as in the weapons department. We'll give this guy a huge horn at the front. And make it a bit thin. Yeah, so it's nimble. And I also like the ability to spit. Another one of the things that Spore likes to do is all the references it makes. Oh, damn it. Particularly in the names of the things, like this, for example, like the keratin horn and the pediculus, things that are kind of close to what they would be called in real life, but not quite. My favourite one is, of the senses, here it is, sporacles. In real life they're called something slightly different. I think they're called sparacles, but they changed it to Spore for, because the game's called Spore. That was when I first started to notice it in the creature creator, and I think I'm going way over time, so I'm going to finish this creature off quickly. Give it some hands. Where are my favourite hands? They're not bad, but they're not aggressive, even though they look it. False advertisement, I tell ya. And I do quite like these things. Maybe not now, though. Now is not the time for those. Now is the time for more health. I'll give this thing thigh pads. don't know, maybe knee pad. Requires less adjustment. Okay, there we go. And does that design still look good? Yeah, sure, why not, until I can't think of anything better. I'm going to rename this slightly. Your Hawk and Devil 2, because that way I can upload both of these creatures as separate entities. So I'll save and exit that, and I'll end this episode here once we've seen the cutscene.